Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the AAA meeting. I am your host, The Silent Sin. As usual, with me is my co-host, Drunken Uncle. Drunken Uncle. There he is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Robert?
What's going on, man?
Not a lot.
I watched that episode of Invincible.
Ooh.
Bro, good golly.
Right?
Good golly.
Damn, son. I don't think I shut my
incredible.
mouth throughout the whole episode. It was just agape.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
It was good. That's it though. That's the whole season.
It makes me want to reread the comics.
Do you know, I was thinking about that as well, but I mean, there's spoilers in the comics, you know?
Yeah, that's where the story's going.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So I think I'd read up until the end of season 3, and then I'd stop.
The comics are so good.
The show is so good. I mean, a lot of people
So
are
are the
ragging on
comics.
the animation, but they've got 188 animators, which actually isn't. I mean, Avatar: The Last Airbender had 400, and that was still, you know, very animaty. A lot of people ragging on it, but man, the fights were just fucking gorgeous.
People want to rag on anything that's popular in the moment. I don't pay attention to a single thing anybody says about anything.
Not even me.
Not about animation style,
Why not?
because I don't give a shit what anyone else's opinion is. I want to watch
But
it
I'm-
myself to figure it out.
But you have watched it yourself.
Yeah, and I think it was great.
You watched. I think it was great. I agree. I mean, there was that bit in season 2 when he meets the writer of his favorite comic, Seance Dog.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, you know, the dialogue and everything, the animation might seem a bit shit in these shows because they're saving all the good stuff for the fights. And as he's doing, you know, you'd be like, you know, you might notice that often they won't show someone's mouth when they're talking, so it's actually just a steal from him. And as he's explaining that, that's exactly what's
Yeah,
happening.
he's behind a newspaper or something.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you look at there's these wide shots of people walking around. But if you look close enough, actually no one's moving at all, and then it cuts away to one of those. And it's perfect, you know. It's as a show. I mean, it's a parody of, rather pastiche of other superheroes, and it's a show that's aware of itself. I fucking love it.
I greatly enjoyed it as well.
Early 2026 is the next season.
Early?
Early.
It's not too bad.
It's all right, isn't it? Considering, I mean, so yeah, about a year.
We're probably not going to get The Boys till mid-2026.
No, we're getting to 2025.
Are we? Like, for sure?
Into
for
the
sure?
summer. Yeah, I believe so.
I hope so, then, because this is the last season for The Boys as well.
Yeah, and fucking Cass is in it. Yes!
So is,
the Winchester, the
Sam.
vampire twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daddy Winchester.
The Boys
Oh,
season
mate.
4 was Booty Flakes. See, that's the issue with The Boys, was that the comics
good or
were
bad?
not good.
Is Booty Flakes good or bad?
Bad.
It's bad. Okay, right.
The Boys
Well, it depends how you
comics
feel
were
about
not
flakes,
that
I guess.
good.
I don't know, man.
They don't
I-
have the
I
same
enjoyed them.
source material for them to go off
Hey,
of.
The Boys is long since separated from the source material. And
Yeah,
even season 1 wasn't all that close to it.
No, it wasn't even close at all.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that's the same is the characters, kind of. Like, even the characters
was that the
aren't
end?
really the same. Yeah, even the characters aren't really the same. Like, in the comics, Huey is an older guy.
He's Scottish, mate.
And he's disabled.
Yes, he's Scottish, disabled, whatever, yeah. Fucking based on time.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I
Oh.
ended up in this situation.
First strike. Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill. Killing spree. Kill. Spectacular. Kill Atrocity. Shotgun Spree. Kilimanjaro. Kill Catastrophe. Kill Apocalypse. Open Season. Killionaire. Killing Frenzy. Running Riot. Buck Wild. Rampage. Untouchable. Triple kill.
Surprise, motherfucker. Yes!
Fucking yes. Again! That was Night of the Diamond Spoon for the 9001.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow is the 5th anniversary of 14 Days to Flatten the Curve. I will never forget nor forgive, motherfucker. Me either.
Damn, 5 years.
Fuck that. They took control of a country over a cold, and we're still dealing with the ramifications of it.
It wasn't a country. It was the goddamn world.
Well, I don't give a fuck about the rest of the world. Shockingly.
Yeah. Not even the UK, where your good friend Drunkle lives.
I care about Drunkle in the UK.
Just not my opinions about animation.
No.
No.
But Night of the Diamond Spoon, thank you.
Yeah, man.
So, can we get a big thank you in the chat for the incredible generosity, in part due to a manufactured Chinese cold.
And awesome name as well. We love the name Night of the Diamond Spoon.
Yeah, and he coined the name of the Awoo Club. The Knights
Did he
of the
really
Awoo.
see this man's just got creative ideas coming out of his asshole?
And Zero the Zero, hoy hoy sin. Did you see the breaking news that Biden's pardons may be illegitimate due to them being auto-signed?
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Those are crotch rockets, too, the fucks. Anyway, going to a fishing trip soon. I got my walleye on the big prize. One time you're looking to get catfish. True that. Thank you, Zero. And I did not see that.
Looking to get catfish. Nice.
I did not see that, but I doubt any of that's going to happen because we still have way too many activist judges. So they'll be held up.
I'm sure.
But
Speaking of holding up. Oh, go on.
Thank you, Zira, and thank you very much, Night of the Diamond Spoon. We're almost already
You're a good
20%
man.
to goal.
You're a good man, Night of the Diamond Spoon, with a good name. That's one of my favorite names online. That's up there with Fucktard 5. That's some good shit. Speaking of good shit as well, it's that bitch, Haley Nicole, for $5. She says, I'm gracing you with my presence. Your day just got better. Well, do you know what, Haley Nicole? Fuck you. But thank you for the $5.
Oh, that's nice. She gave you
That's a
money
bit.
for being late.
Well, I mean, she just wasn't there on Monday, was she?
She was, because remember we
She
checked
was.
it off the bingo.
It's true. Yeah, we did. But that's your presence is a meme, Haley Nicole. You thirsty, thirsty hoe. I went to the pub last night.
Shocking.
Shocker. Right, and they got like your fruit machines, but they got like loads of different games on them, And someone had left 5 pence in the machine because you can only spin like the least amount you can spin is like 20 pence, right? 20 English pennies. So anything under 20 pence, and people just go, oh fuck it, right? I've lost, and they walk off. So there was 9 pence in the machine. But you see, whenever I see that, I go, oh, someone's just left 5 pence in the machine. That is one spin on roulette. Pick one number, right? For 5 pence, 36 to 1. And it came in. Mm-hmm. And I got like fucking, I was like, well, I sort of bet some more. Walked away with £6 off of someone else's 5 pence.
But that's like $6.
That's like $100, man.
That's like $6.
That's about $8-9. But off of 5,
so.
and I was just chancing it. Just off of 5 pence that wasn't even mine, that was in the machine. That's fucking brilliant. I just couldn't believe it.
It's $7.70.
All right,
It's not bad.
off
That
of-
you got an Awoo for free. That's not too bad.
That's a free Awoo. There you go. Yeah. That was money in my pocket, mate. That was pure profit.
Yeah, free is
and,
free.
and I had a good time doing it.
Well, I'm very glad you did.
Yeah. How are you, Sin?
I'm doing. It was gorgeous here today.
Yeah. Did you get a blood moon?
Yeah, and people are like, well, you're gonna sleep through it. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I have to get up at 5 a.m. I'm not staying up till 3.
Yeah, there'll be another blood moon.
I don't even care if there is. It's just the moon red. I've seen the moon red. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah. No, it's just like draw a red dot on MS Paint. Same thing, isn't it?
No, when I woke up this morning, because I leave my house usually before 6 a.m., the moon was big, bright in the sky, and I'm like, I squint a little bit, it makes it look red or something. It's fine.
Yeah. It's like Halley's Comet, isn't it? Me old grandfather, he's like fucking 75 years old. Are you gonna check out Halley's Comet? He goes, no, I'll catch it next time.
Yeah, I got to see the actual full eclipse. The lunar eclipse is not going to be
cool.
nearly as cool.
That's cool.
My standards are already
total
too
clips.
high.
You got a total clips under your belt. Everything else is just different shades of moon, isn't it?
Yeah, my standards are already very high.
Yeah, just Google it.
But no, they're like, aren't you staying up? Are you gonna go to an eclipse party? Like, no, motherfucker, I have to be up at 4:30 this morning. I'm not staying up. It's not happening.
Man, I gotta be up tomorrow. Super Saturday.
Well, what are you doing for Super or Saturday?
It's this the last games of the Six Nations, the rugby, the ruggers. That starts at 2:15, so I've got to get to the gym before that because rugby is the entire day.
Yeah, I get it. I would make that my entire day too.
Yeah. Lots of drinking to be had.
Yeah, it's a busy day.
It is, and man, it was payday for my regular job yesterday. I was coasting it for about 2 weeks, and I was like, "Fuck!" I had no fucking money, coasting till payday. Every time I got a goddamn donation from you beautiful people in the chat, that went straight onto my bank card, and I'd be like, "Right, that's my drinking money for tonight." I got like 10 quid. All right, that's a couple of pints. So I wasn't able to overdo it. I was shopping really fucking light.
Yeah.
Like just the bare essentials, living out my freezer, dried goods a go-go, cracking into the old apocalypse box.
Yeah.
Get the fucking,
I
But it was payday yesterday, mate. I made it. I was so happy. I celebrated with some shots. That was the end of the story.
The next 2 weeks, let me check the calendar. I'll finish my story at some point.
Okay. In the next 2 weeks.
Next weekend is very busy for me. And then the weekend after that, we're going to need to switch days if you can.
We don't tend to do a show on the weekend, though, do we?
No, Friday, the 4th.
Yeah. Why aren't you asking Polly? Oh, wait.
Yeah, good question. But yeah, if you can switch on the 4th to the 31st. But today it was gorgeous today. It was mid-high, almost 80 degrees.
Oh, wait. So you want to do the 31st and I'll do the 4th?
Yeah. Because
okay, cool. Got
not here.
You got it.
It was fucking gorgeous today. I had work to do, so I just like opened up the window and sunbathed at my computer.
Okay, that's nice.
It was gorgeous, darling, gorgeous.
That's sunbathing at your computer. That's fucking brilliant.
It was a gorgeous day, and I feel like I'm in such a fucking good. I got a great workout in this morning.
Yeah.
I beat my PR on bench Monday. My shoulders
That's right.
are still fucking sore.
I told people about that.
Oh, did you?
I did, yeah. Yeah, my mate, well, his name's Benedict, right? So I call him Eggsy, obviously.
Yeah,
but then he is like a squatting machine. So that name was now changed into Legsy, right? So I said about that, well, yeah, fucking £410. He only did it once. He was like, fucking hell, pussy. Because he's just that kind of guy. Doesn't celebrate other people's achievements so much, you know?
You know what? I dig it, though. Oh, only one time,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Are you homosexual?
Right? Didn't want to try again? Gave up?
I did
Went
try
home?
again, and I think that's why I fucked up my shoulder.
I see, yeah. We got Pete in the chat. How did you just get the name Pete? Well done. Remember, the clocks go forward 1 hour on the 30th of March. Dude, I'm counting on it, bro. This starting the show at fucking 9:30 is killing me. You may have noticed there was no For the Emperor Friday today because, dude, I didn't have enough hours in the fucking day anyway, right? I finish work, go to the gym, come back, fucking Twitch stream, podcast, right? That's how most of the week goes. If not, then it's just it's that, but without the podcast at the end of it. It's just exactly the same. Now, I've lost an hour. I have one less hour of the time I didn't even have enough hours in a fucking day for anyway. Roll on the 30th. Jesus Christ.
Annoying.
It's killing me, bro.
Sin's gonna start looking like Ten Shinhan with those tumors for shoulders. I've told you guys what my ideal body looks like, and I feel like I'm on my way there. Just a smaller
Is it Shaggy
version.
from Scooby-Doo?
No, Eddie Hall.
That is peak performance, though, Scooby. Shaggy.
No, he's
Shaggy Doo.
spindly. I don't want to be spindly.
Nah, that's peak performance. I mean, you can't handle that power.
Oh, you're memeing the Shagster. Got it.
The Shagster? Do you know his name is? Do you know what his real name is?
Shaggerton.
No, it's Norville.
Oh, that was close.
Norville Rogers.
Did I tell
Yeah.
you I named my buddy's dog on accident?
Well, that's a weird name for a dog.
So he was he's like, oh, I got to, and it's a cute. Do the thing.
Coyote.
Little puppy. And I'm like, well, what's its name? He goes, I'm thinking Reggie. I'm like,
No.
no. Sir
That's a cat's
Reginald
name.
Barks-a-Lot the Fourth.
Ah, see, I would have gone Barkington.
And I didn't talk to him for like 3 days. And he posts a picture on Facebook, and it said Sir Reginald Barks-a-Lot the Third. I'm like, close. Yes. Take it.
All right. Yeah. I like a good third and fourth, you know. It's worth having, like, you know, naming a child after yourself. That would be junior.
Yeah.
Thus upgrading yourself to senior, right? So you've added some letters at the end of your name without having to go to university. Fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they do the same thing, then it would be, you know, like Millard the Third. And that's a cool thing. I just wish that someone did that so I could be the third instead of having to be... Why have I got to start the trend?
Yeah, I didn't continue the trend. Or I did not start the trend.
Yeah.
Neither one of my children are named after me. They're just Sinatra.
There's still time.
Child,
There's still time.
A, B, and C.
When you squeeze out those fetuses from your shoulders, you can name one of them after yourself.
Yeah, eventually
And
I'll probably knock up some broad out there. So that
Yeah.
can be the junior.
Haley Nicole. She's a thirsty, thirsty hoe.
Dave says I'm actually the fourth. No, you're actually the third.
You're just Dave, mate.
Yeah,
You're just
you're
Dave.
just Dave.
Just
Dave.
Classic Dave. What a gentleman. Fucking hell.
Damn, I was gonna say something, but I don't remember.
No. All right. Do you just want to end the stream? Or?
It was stream related. Oh,
Okay.
after the you asked what I was up to. After the show tonight, I am going out to dinner with a friend and Shelly, and it will be a very lovely meal.
That's going to be the one you knock up.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think.
You're only doing it up the bum. Fair.
No, I don't think she can get pregnant.
Oh, right. Oh, she's a dude.
I do not believe she's a dude. I'm relatively sure she is a female.
Could be a female dude.
Could be a female dude.
Dude is gender neutral, isn't it? You know, everything's fucking objects are dudes. So pass me
Steel
the
Fang
dude.
says, I prefer the name Indiana. Okay, well then you are the leader and sole proprietor of the Indiana Club.
I guess.
Yep.
You name yourself after a state.
For today and today only, anybody who hits the Big Wick Energy or Hotline Wick get to be part of the Indiana Club.
It's weird when people like get names named after places, you know, like Brooklyn, Paris. It's like you would name a kid like, you know, Slough. You got Indiana. You know, is there anyone out there called Minnesota?
Probably.
I knew someone called Israel when I was little.
Ham and beans.
Probably
said that
regretting
isn't a
that
good
now.
incentive. Well, it's fine. I probably wouldn't remember anyway.
Yeah, well, your name is just Hammond. I don't think his surname's actually Beans.
How do you know?
I'm just speculating. I suspect that his name's not actually Beans. Give a damn says there's Dakota. Yes, Dakota
is
Skies, the porn actress, but she did die a couple of years ago. If that's who you're talking about.
No, the name Dakota exists.
Probably not. Yeah, no, I know. I was just, you know, the porn actress Dakota Skies. Unfortunately, though, she is dead, which means I can't watch her videos anymore. So I feel like the victim now. Probably
Tex.
drugs, isn't it?
Tex is a name. Tex.
Tex isn't a name.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. That's just something you go like, you know,
It's a
what's up,
nickname.
Tex? It's a nickname, but it ain't a name, is it? I'm on about names.
A nickname is a name.
No, it's a nickname. It's a pseudonym.
It's in the name.
It's not. Yeah, it's in the name, but then the
Nickname.
qualifier of the
Okay,
name.
there we
is,
go.
is-
One
is
person named
Nick.
Tex Cobb. Bingo.
That's not his name. Who's Tex Cobb?
I don't know.
Advocata says there was a pool player named Minnesota Fats. That's just unfortunate all round, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Tex Avery, Tex. All the fucking Texes are coming out.
Tex Avery.
Oh shit, Polly's here. What's up, Tex?
Hey.
Tex Avery was a genius.
See, another one who died. Stop naming people after states; they will die.
George,
Long
Georgia.
enough timeline. Come on.
Georgia was before the state of Georgia, and indeed the country. Yeah.
Named after
Who
states.
the fuck was Tex Avery? That's gonna bug me now.
Well, if only
Cartoonist.
you had some way of connecting to the
Cartoonist.
internet.
Yeah.
He was an animator.
Oh,
And
he
writer.
was like old school Looney Tunes.
Yeah, very old school.
dead.
Beanie and Cecil, if you go back that far.
Yep, I knew the fucking name.
Yeah.
Cecil and Donald.
Chuck Jones, Frizz Freeling, Tex Avery. Brilliant, man.
Vivite saying Caroline equals Carolina. No, again, the name Caroline
Indiana,
came
of
before
course.
no, I mean that. Yeah, all right, and that's
And his
Steel
lesser known
Fang
brother, Ohio Jones.
Ohio Jones. Oh, the
Michigan
extremely
J
jealous-
Frog.
Nice.
That no.
Yeah.
That counts.
It
No. No.
It counts.
No.
Chat, do it count?
If Indiana Jones
No.
counts, why not Michigan J Frog?
Thank
Because its surname's Frog. Come
you.
on.
Sherman subscribing with Prime for 10 months. What's up, all? And Britt, who doesn't get any sun.
Yeah.
Montana Max, yep, Montana.
I'll take vitamin D,
Virginia,
Chewy.
yeah.
No, again, that
Dude,
name.
Virginia
existed
is a
before
real
the
name.
state. Yeah, it existed before the state.
Doesn't matter.
It does, no, because the state got named after someone instead of someone getting named after the state. You're getting
It counts.
You're getting it the wrong way. It doesn't count. You're getting it the wrong way around. It's like I
Chat,
said Caroline and Carolina. That's just
chat,
dumb.
does it count?
Don't talk to these animals.
Carmen
Michigan, don't give me
Sandiego?
Carmen San
Yes.
Diego. Fuck off.
Well, if we're going to go in that direction, then Pennsylvania, after William Penn.
Mm.
But, I mean, it was named after William. But we're not going that direction. See? It's the name police. And they're coming for you, Polly.
They're coming for us. Florida from the good times. Yeah, well, nicknames do count.
No, they don't count.
I don't know, I'm blanking. There's so many people that are named after places they fought out of, came out of, were born out of, and I got
They're all
nothing.
called Vagina. Vagina Johnson. Best of
Yeah,
both worlds.
Virginia's not named after someone, but yeah, I get your point. It's a name.
Virginia's totally named after someone.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. Like
No.
Caroline, was named after Caroline. It would be like one of the founding fathers' like nieces or something like that, you know?
No.
Yeah, I know American history. Every time Fat Man coming in with the characters from Zombieland. No. Columbus was named after
Oh yeah, the District of
the
Columbia, named
director
after
of the Harry
Columbus.
Potter
There we go.
films.
Now, I'm just thinking of all the names they went by. Indiana Jones and Kingdom of Crystal Skull, the riff tracks. You would think that the joke got old, but the whole comedy track, they're just misnaming the guy as a shtick. So it's like Arizona McGillicuddy, and it's like, it's Indiana Jones. Oh, right. Okay. 2 hours, it never gets old.
I mean, I just love the idea of his jealous younger brother, Ohio Jones. And he sounds short and pasty pale.
He probably was.
Ohio Jones. He's got freckles, you know?
You named yourself after the dog.
There's a dog called Indiana Jones?
No, just Indiana. That's where he got
Huh.
his nickname. He liked the dog, so he named himself after the dog.
But then Indiana comes from Diana, which is named after the People's Princess.
I think your timeline's a little off.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm completely correct about this. Again, I know American history.
Sure,
In
Princess
Diana.
Diana, American history. It all works out.
Yeah. Well, ended up being history in France, really, didn't she? But
Shit. You guys are in charge for a second. Sorry.
oh, don't do that. Oh, he did that. All right, okay. Kiva Dam says it suggests the dog's name was Indiana Bones. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a bit of Sherlock Bones myself.
Great movie. Last time we saw a reasonable Phoenix brother acting. Oh,
He was in Sherlock Bones?
I'm not a fan of Joaquin.
You're not a fan of Jacqueline the motherfucker Phoenix?
I'm a River kind of guy.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird family. There's like, if you
Oh,
just
yeah,
read
that's
like
no
their Wikipedia
question.
page, because one of them, there was River Phoenix, there's Jacqueline
Mhm.
Phoenix, and there was another one. It was like, like Sean. But one of them died.
And Sean.
Just yeah, Maud Phoenix, and one of them like had a dream where they, well, I mean, they're pretty convinced that the way they're going to die is by water, and I'm like, well, your brother's called River, does that count? And just like that, I blew the fucking lid off of the thing, Polly. It goes to the top, maybe even higher.
He died on a bone dry sidewalk. How's that dying by water?
Who died? What, Sean?
River.
River. No,
Yeah.
it was one of the other ones, wasn't it? I think it was like Sean
Oh.
Phoenix said, I'm going to die by water. But like that's I mean, this is where the conspiracy continues, because is River Phoenix really dead? Or did he fake his death so he could kill Sean Phoenix? I mean, have you ever heard of Sean Phoenix?
Why did he have
Not
to
until
be
today.
dead to kill him?
So no one would suspect him.
The chameleon
Yeah.
cloak of death.
Yeah, that sounds cool. You want to start a band called Chameleon Cloak of Death?
That sounds like a book, doesn't it?
I thought about our first album could be the Shroud of Turmeric.
I love turmeric.
Do you?
So yeah. Oh yeah. That's the base of all good curries, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, it stains clothes, man.
Say it again? Oh yeah.
It
Fuck
stain-
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. It was my favorite shirt. It was a Starfleet Academy shirt. Done like
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, done it in the style of like your university campus shirts.
Yeah. What the
Uh,
crest
it's got-
and everything?
Oh yeah. It's great. And it's got like the year it was established and everything on it as well. Like fucking, that's my favorite shirt. Yeah, Starfleet Academy established 2161, right? I'm eating that.
in Bozeman, Montana. Well, not really. But
There's another guy, Bozeman, Montana. He
sounds
solves
like a person,
crimes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up there with Maine Silver Bull. And fucking so I was eating some chips with curry sauce on them with my lady friend at the time. And one of the chip, you pick up a chip, but is that because of the sauce? A chip has stuck to another chip, and you don't know about this until it's too late, Polly. When that second chip gives up the ghost, stops hugging its friend for dear life, and falls down on your favorite T-shirt.
Wait, turmeric sauce. What were you?
It's curry sauce that had turmeric in it.
It's a curry dip for chips.
Yeah, but it was poured over the top. Very popular chips and curry sauce.
I could
love
go
it.
for that. That's
It's good. Yeah, it really depends on the curry. But this, fucking.
My whole experience with curry is like, I'm like, here's my opinion on curry. I said to the Englishman, it's just
go on.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like you having an opinion on hamburgers. You're fucked. It just
animation. Sinatra just doesn't like it when I have an opinion on animation. But no, tell me your opinion on curry, please.
All my experience with curry's West Indian, like Jamaican, Trinidadian curry, right? Because that's just what's
Tobago.
Of course. That's just what's going
Tobago.
on here. St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ben Nevis?
Yes.
Now that is a person's name, isn't it? Ben Nevis.
Fuck, that sounds familiar. Who the hell's Ben Nevis?
I think it's a mountain or a hill.
What? I thought it was a person.
No, it could be named after the person who first climbed it.
Oh.
It's a mountain in Scotland. Ben Nevis. Ben Nevis. You want to get your smack? I'll meet you at the top of Ben Nevis.
Speaking of Scotsman, I watched
I'm
Craig
back. I just
Ferguson's
had to deal
stand-up
with the thing.
from like a week ago.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was good, man. He still got the magic.
Who was it?
Craig Ferguson?
Oh,
Craig
You said Craig.
Oh, don't start, man.
That name sounds familiar.
The Scotsman had the Late Show. He was the only funny guy on Late Night next to Conan.
Scottish guy in America now.
Yeah, the Irishman and the Scotsman, the only funny guys on Late Night.
He's a funny guy.
We're game for
Damn
every
right.
style.
The ads. Why?
Let's play charades.
I don't know. So it stained my favourite T-shirt, Polly, and right then and there, I had to buy a fucking another one on my phone as well because I love that T-shirt.
Yeah,
I've got
so
a
I
shirt
stained
like
a
that.
shirt too, but with a baseball jersey, and I didn't buy another one right away again because it was a cool base game jersey. So
Well, the thing, I'm
$250,
starting to think
so.
this shirt's fucking bad luck because the second shirt I got, right, that's when I got into the fight with the crackhead. So then I had to get a third version of the Starfleet Academy shirt because that one was getting covered in blood, which also quite famously doesn't come out. So now I'm on my third Starfleet Academy shirt, and I just don't wear it outside. It's constantly in peril.
It kills me. I don't own a single piece of Trek merch. Nothing.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to think, like, not even a little ship or nothing. I should
The
buy
Chinese, not nary a ship to be seen.
I know.
No,
I
like,
have, why? Because I'm
collectible
aiming for the
cards?
sky with the AMT, ATM. I forget the name of the company. AMT model makers. I want to make one of the Defiants, and you can buy all these like aftermarket parts, and so like it lights up and does all these shit. And the Bussard collectors light up, and oh man, I
like
don't want to just buy some regular, just sit there and do nothing, and not even light up ship. I want to go.
It's got to light up, Polly.
Yeah, I want to go full retard, man.
Well, the DVDs count? That's merch.
If they do, then yeah, I'm good to go
all right.
there.
I knew you had something.
But I mean, that's the
You know,
actual media. That's a little different. You better, if you know what I mean.
Wow. Maybe like a box set then instead.
I mean,
of the
then
individual.
books would count too, right? Because I got a whole bunch of that.
Of course, yeah.
And comics,
Socks.
of course. No socks.
A little badge. Geordie LaForge's weird visor thing.
Oh, nary a Vulcan set of pointed ears. Nothing.
Ain't got the ears.
Nope.
Some pips.
You know what? I see every now and then I think of like the ultimate Trek merch that if I worked at CBS Paramount, I could just like
Oh my God,
step
Star Trek.
mark it on its
rigorously
fucking head
jerk
out of
off.
nowhere.
Full-size Borg statue.
The statues and the figures, leave them to the experts. They're always cranking
Full
out
size.
new ones, master editions and shit like that. Klingon coffee was a huge thing in DS9.
Wow.
Why don't they sell Ratchigino coffee?
Man, I hate those cups that they use. They're like, they've got like the flared base. You ain't cleaning that for shit, man.
The flared base isn't for drinking.
It's a
So it
Navy
doesn't
cup.
get caught up the fanboys' asses.
Of course.
Struggle. They're in the Navy, if you know what I mean. So like,
But why are we doing village people again? Fucking hell.
Hey, the ship turns sideways. You want your coffee to stay upright. The only way to do that is a wide base.
I don't think ship turning sideways. I think at that point, you spilled coffee is the least of your problems, you know?
That was irony. There's no up, down, or anything in space. It's your own fucking gravity nets that's the problem. But, you know, hey.
I don't want to be strong like men who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight
This ship
bears
ain't got
in the
inertial
forest.
dampeners and I've spilled me cup of tea. Should've joined
Nobody
the
in
army.
space was drinking tea.
Picard was.
famously.
Thank
In-
you.
in a
was
retardedly
lying.
heavy way. Yeah.
Earl Grey, hot.
Haley Nicole for 5 said, it counts. Maybe. And Gamer Valine, so I went to a train museum and Fort McHenry yesterday. They have a simulation sensitive, a simulation? I mean, sensory sensitive egg hunt for autistic kids. I couldn't stop giggling about that.
Okay. All right. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I get
Girl,
that.
Gamer Levine.
Simulation.
And you got to
sensitive.
have those things in your life. You're like, you collect Dragon Ball Z, little other things. You bought the squirrel hand. Like, you'll buy stuff, right? What's the thing where you're like,
I have a
I
couple
can't
of
go near
things.
that. I'll like bankrupt myself if I get into
40K.
that. Well, yeah, I was just supposed to say, Jesus,
40K,
you just did
yeah.
40K. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah,
What's,
very good.
what's wrong with your head, man? Come on, 40K
my
is the
toes are
ultimate
being
trap.
dipped in, but for right now, I'm only fucking with stuff I can print.
3D print, you mean? Okay. I mean, you got Omegon. Like, he's a huge fan of the Black Library, but he doesn't buy stuff. He just totally digital and prints it off, etc.
That's the smart way.
Yeah. Yeah, and he knows his Black Library, man. It's crazy.
It depends, like, if you're going to play it as well, because it's a very complex game, you actually got to have the figurines, you know? You could just write on a little bit of paper, you know, like, oh, Space Marine, and just move that around.
I was listening to a couple of my friends complain about how expensive of a hobby golf was. I'm like, let me tell you about a man's hobby. Guns.
Well, let me tell you about him. See, the way you guys just prattle on about Star Turd or whatever, I could sit here and do the same exact thing. Like today, I watched an hour. No, I'm sorry, 4.5 hours of lore videos on the Blood Angels, the Grey Knights. Like I could just prattle on about this.
That's not prattling on. That's just bragging. I watched 3 hours of Star Trek. Who cares, man? You got to talk about the thing. And when did I ever say I wasn't interested in hearing about 40K?
When I tried
Must be
to talk
nice
to you
to
the
have
other
3
day,
hours to
you
spare.
didn't even know what a servo skull was, and I was sorely disappointed.
No, I don't. Well, I didn't at the time. Now I know. I looked it up.
So do I. Thanks for sharing that. It looks cool.
Humble Bundle has a bundle for like £25 with loads of printable Warhammer style mod.
That's cheap.
I'm going to need you to send me a link to that real-time Fat Man. You won't be able to post it in the chat, but throw it at my Discord or my Twitch, so I need to take a look. Did you see they announced Space Marine 3?
No.
They already announced Space Marine 3.
Wow. All right. That was mighty popular then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a
patio
message from
furniture, radio controlled cars and trucks are pretty pricey.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I thought they were just, little dirt hoppers and shit. And then, I ended up at the hobby store on that side of the hobby store where I get my paints and brushes and shit.
That's what got me to the hobby store a couple of weeks ago. I needed just plastic glue, and I didn't want to wait for like 2 days shipping from Amazon. Like what? It's going to be $4. So I run up to the store.
We're looking at sea otters. 6 of them here.
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We're looking.
Oh shit.
Valine says stimulation. The T is in the symbolism.
As long as you didn't microwave it.
But no, it's a simulation. So I go to the store and I'm like, hey man, do you guys have like plastic glue that you use for the minis?
Polycement.
No, it's a certain.
I know acrylate. Call it by name, you know.
Well, I didn't
Mr.
know.
Chemicals.
I was just trying to put together a paddle that I made. So I'm like, do you have plastic glue that I can use for like 3D print or minis or whatever? He goes, yeah. And they have this wall of remote control cars. And I'm staring at them. He goes, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a neat little truck. Like I can bring stuff around my house in a truck. He goes, yeah, it goes like 40 miles an hour. Like, fuck. How much is it? He goes, $600. I was like, fuck.
What caught my ear was the guy mulling over whether or not to buy the shocks for his dune buggy Jeep RC car. They were $400 shocks.
Good.
Like a set of 4.
That's like actual shock prices.
Yeah, I know. It's like you could have bought those for your, car guy. But, hey, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And I had gotten everything I needed in that section. I just wanted to overhear it. It's like, I want to hear a grown man pay $400 for shocks for an RC car.
Just wanted to bear witness.
Yeah.
The glory.
Unlike me with my mature ways, painting revolutionary soldiers and making sure that their colors of their various regiments match up properly. Yeah.
So I bought a little acrylic paint set on Amazon, like $8 or something, and I have a couple 3D printed models. I'm gonna try to see if I can paint a mini. I don't have high hopes, but I'm gonna try.
Technique will take you a long way. Man, Quiz is the one who got me started. I blame him. And yeah, he was very helpful. I can help you out the way he did. It's just start with your base coat, go up from there. Well, you start with your primer and then go up from there. He's still pushing me to get a fucking airbrush. When are you going to get an airbrush, scrub?
They're expensive as fuck, dude.
Not anymore.
It's like 70
I was surprised.
bucks.
Well, okay. Yeah, that if you count that as expensive. When they used to run hundreds and people would still buy them.
It's expensive for a thing it's an expensive non-monetary return gamble.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
For me, though, it's like you want them when you're trying to do fades and stuff like that. And then to me, the thing that would stand out the most is being able to prime a whole bunch of fucking soldiers all at once instead of using a spray can.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That'd be great. But get an airbrush. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then you also got to have the air tank, too, right? Whether you use a refillable air tank or straight up compressor, whatever.
Well, I have a couple of compressors laying around, so.
Do you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hobby Freight has them for like $50, but now all of a sudden you're well over 100. Holy shit, look at that. Comic Book Curation episode number 58 is the next recommended video. What the hell?
Heroin. Peppermint flavored heroin.
That's what the glue tastes like. They told me not to taste it.
Don't taste the glue.
But I don't know if my air compressors would be good for that because I have, nail gun air compressors. Like I don't want to hook it up and I click it and it blows the airbrush apart.
No, it will either run it or it won't. I mean, they're all plastic now, right? With the chromium coating on them, if you know what I mean, for slickness. Gamer Willie, thank you for the $4. Slow down there, buddy. I almost went to the National Portrait Gallery yesterday. I was going to record a video about hands-on history. Yeah, that's where it all began. Yeah, but how many people could say they touched a Lansdowne portrait and knew it was real?
You can.
Yeah. They should have covered it. Come on.
Don't blame other people for your delinquency.
Divine Petulance has a great question in the chat. Do we have schnews? Yes, we do.
That's a good question.
Should you guys feel so called to service for the aforementioned emperor, you should smash the like button. You should share it out. And if you want to support, if you want to be like Valine, Haley, Nicole, Zira, and Knight of the Diamond Spoon, Streamlabs is listed down below. If you want to support, we are over 25% to goal before we even got started. Knight of the Diamond Spoon. First, fuck, I already forgot what the club was called.
Indiana.
The Indiana Club? Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Anybody who hits the Big Wick Energy or the any of the big John Wicks, anything over $90 gets to be part of the Indiana Club. I sent it as a message. Okay. Thank you very much, Real Time Fat Man. I will check that out later. If you want to do that, all that stuff
At any rate, that is what we're going to try to do.
Below. All right, Schnooze. You guys got the Schnooze? I got the Schnooze.
I got a snooze.
Hold on here.
I
Do you really think for the 350? Apparently, I can, based on the lack of velvet rope in recent photos. There's no velvet rope and no glass in front of portraits of Washington.
How do you know where you're not allowed to stand?
Or what you're not supposed to touch? I mean,
well, you knew you weren't supposed to touch it.
That's not true. I knew I wasn't supposed to have a flash on in front of the Declaration of Independence. That didn't stop me, but that was an accident.
Bobby Adkins said, this conversation makes me glad my hobby is buying manga. The most expensive one I ever bought was Berserk Deluxe Edition, Volume 1 for $40. I have that right next to me on my shelf. I loved it.
Actually, Bobby was talking about the box sets. He was saying like manga box sets. Oh man, yeah, those will kill you. Because they're so nice. They come with like little literature and fold up posters and like whether it's Star Trek or manga or whatever. It's a trap.
I've got the Dragon Ball one, I believe, or Dragon Ball Z. I want the Dragon Ball manga box set, but I just not putting the money into it. We broke out
Jay
here.
Bauman from Red Letter Media. He's a big fan of Evil Dead, the film. He's got like 7 editions of it because they keep cranking them out. Do you know how many copies of The Dark Knight Returns I have? Because they put out a new one every year.
I've got the original on VHS.
I got Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness, and it came in a case that was the Book of the Dead.
I have a fuck ton of VHS. I have the entire, and I'm very proud of this, by the way, the entire Kolchak the Night Stalker VHS series.
Well, why wouldn't you be proud of that?
When my aunt died, I'm like, you know what? I'll just snake mine right here.
You know, I still have the very first comic book I ever bought.
I never bought a comic book.
Web of Spider-Man number 22.
I mean, that's awesome, though. Like, just holding on to that, that's great.
Oh, man, it's worked, man. Went before I realized you're not supposed to treat him like crap, you know? Oh, yeah. But
You've been poking it, haven't you?
I'm sorry?
You poked it, didn't you?
Oh, I poked it. I prodded it.
Flipped it. Some of the pages are sticky. Not sure what happened there. And, you know, you guys have seen my Dragon Ball collection, haven't you? Like my big wall of figures.
Some of it.
Yeah.
You've always told us, well, you told me that half of it was up in your attic in storage. Like, this is some of it right here. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, there goes the Russian audience.
It's fine. We didn't need them anyway. That was Night of the Diamond Spoon again. No. Y'all are talking about Junior, the Third, etc. I was quoting Indiana Jones. Don't actually call it that, please. Okay. Well, what do you want to call it, Night of the Diamond Spoon? It is your call.
What?
Night the Diamond the Diamond Club. We'll call it the Diamond Club.
Yeah.
The Diamond Spoon Club? No, we'll just
Diamond
call it the
Geezers.
Go with an uncommon mineral element. The Palladium Club, you know?
That does sound posh.
That's pretty fancy.
Diamond Geezers.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the Diamond Geezers.
All right. Well, there goes my one contribution for today.
I'm looking for this picture. I can't seem to find it. I might have unwittingly.
Model trains. That's what
Poked
made
it
me
off your
think about
screen.
hobbies that I can't go near. They
Oh
appeal.
man, look, if you got an empty basement and a lot of time,
Oh, fuck.
for
What
it.
was his name in The
Yeah.
Sopranos that was obsessed with the model trains?
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby
you're gonna-
Baklava.
you're gonna
Bobby
End up,
Baculary.
end up like him with the model trains.
No, there's no way I would go with the scale he does. He goes with HO scale. You saw the size of them. Like, yeah, that'll take up your whole basement, like drunk or his whole garage, like it did for Bobby Baklava. No, I'd go with like L scale or N scale, where you can fit the whole fucking like train going through a mountain, coming out and doing the Mo and Joe action, and all inside of a suitcase. No,
Are you
that's
gonna wear
cool.
the hat though? That's the big
I
question.
gotta
would
wear
wear
the
the
hat.
hat. Of
you gotta wear
course.
the hat.
I think you have to. I think it's a law.
Yep. Might as well not do it if you're not wearing the hat.
As soon
Yeah.
as I found out the detail that the steam engines go, because that's what I want to do. I want to do a cowboy era train. I don't want to do a modern one, right? Because I'm all, into the Western era and shit. They got a little element inside the smokestack. You put oil in there and it lets out little puffs of smoke and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, it's calling to me, man. Look at that. It smokes.
Reverend Lovejoy was a model train
He
enthusiast.
was.
No, that's right. Ned Flanders is on the phone. I'm playing with my trains. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right. I think I found the picture. I'm gonna send it over to myself. Okay.
I just sent.
Send.
All right, I will.
What are you both just talking to yourselves for?
The fuck are you worried about?
Because no one's talking to me.
Well, maybe if you had more engaging conversation, drunkle.
I know nothing about model trains.
Or Dragon Ball figures. Don't forget that.
Oh shit! Look at this. Is that like mid restoration, Valine? Is that why it's got all the lattice stuff, or is that for like people like me that just want to crawl all over everything? There's a big train. It's just kind of sitting there, and there ain't no tracks under it, and it's got like stuff and things all around it.
Oh, that's the same one she just sent me. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's with are those railings for people to walk around up there, or are they like fixing it up and that's like lattice for the workers?
Yeah. Are you allowed to go up on there? Because that's a game changer.
Only hug your dog, not your wife. Be a man.
All right, I'll grab that in 1 second. Okay, there we go. Oh my God, this fucking journey and a half to get this picture over to myself.
You need to make it clear where you can and cannot go to the enthusiasts. I remember when I was at Mount
Velvet
Vernon,
Roach.
George Washington's beloved homestead, and yeah, the velvet ropes, which they had, were not exactly clear where you couldn't go. So I just went upstairs, and then I found out later you weren't allowed to go there.
You weren't allowed to go there.
I was like that with at the gym with the crime scene tape.
My nerdery.
Man, I was blown away. It was July when I try going upstairs in a fucking colonial Virginia house in the middle of July. Oh my God, it was sweltering.
Yeah, I have a couple of figures. I guess I'm learning about purple gold broke poly last week. I'm learning about purple gold broke poly last week. What?
Yep. What? Hold on. Your screen sharing.
Yeah, this is my little collection.
Oh shit. Hold on.
That's a man cave. No, that's right behind me in my studio. It's right there on the wall. Made a
How
fake
about that
wall
blood
for it
moon,
and
eh?
everything.
Oh, whoa. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very proud of this, by the
All
way.
books, all DVDs?
No,
all
these are
Blu-rays?
figures.
They look like, why do they look like the end of books or
Because they're all in
DVD sets?
boxes.
Figures that are like, are you talking like 40K figures that are still on sprues and shit?
No, these are articulatable action figures that are still in the box.
The collectibles.
Oh.
They're minerals.
Minerals.
No, Polly did not just say ooh woo. What the hell?
I think Polly
It done.
oohed.
I heard it.
Now picture what's in the attic. No, this is everything. This is all of them. Drunkle, the one you got me is at the bottom, right?
I was gonna say I don't know anything as expansive as that. No, wait, my comic collection is. It's not a collection. It's it's just sort of built up over time.
That exactly. And you know who started all of this? This entire wall Shelly. She got me one figure, then I needed all of them.
I like it.
She got me one single figure, then I'm like, okay, yeah, the rest of them. Yep.
Dude, that's what happened when you sent me that box of snacks. We did our cultural exchange, and you went, I just stuck a little something extra in there, and it was 2 Funko Pops from the boys. And I've made fun of people who collect Funko Pops, but then I've got 2 now. Okay, cool. That fucking year, it's like fucking 3 of my friends went, oh, look, he's collecting Funko Pops. They all got me fucking Funko Pops for my birthday. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
I have 3 Funko Pops, and I've never bought one of them. My brother got me I'm looking at him. Tony Soprano with the duck.
Oh, cool.
He also got me King Kai with Bubbles, and Shelly got me John Wick with the dog.
Nice. I too have one Funko Pop, and yeah, I didn't buy it. I got it as a gift. It's Endor Luke Skywalker. He's wearing the camouflage hoodie.
Oh, yep. Okay, we got some news to get through. Holy shit, we've been...
Yeah, for fuck's sake, man.
We're supposed to start the news over an hour.
Twice this week.
All right, let me go pee real
That's
quick.
the Noir Bar Factor, man. Every Friday.
All right, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. Here, I'm going to leave the first
We got to get
article.
on it.
I'm going to leave the first article for you guys to discuss. A woman sues airline and passenger over viral video. It was on video. Window dispute with a crying child. So a lady was sitting next to a baby, and the mother was letting the baby cry, and the lady was complaining, so the mom recorded her. Now she's suing.
Hey, fuck you, man!
What is that guy doing? Is he planning for gold?
That's what, yeah. I think he was prospecting, and a duck comes by. Goose, whatever.
A fucking goose, mate, yeah.
Starts playing on him. And you think it's just the beak, but as we know, no, it's the teeth, including the razor tongue. So, yeah. Leans right.
They're lucky they're delicious, man. Otherwise, they would be extinct.
Mm-hmm. Kimberly, thank you for the 850 and the brained goose. That lattice work is part of the engine. The walkways on the other side. However, that engine is in the restoration house because it's a 1 of 1, and the other rails in the roadhouse are too short. Okay, all right. I get you.
It's a crying baby, yeah. You're not allowed to record kids acting up on transport. It does remind me of that.
Why?
What do they call it? A red eye flight, where and there was that kid with the fucking light up hat that played fucking music. No, shame these children. Shame them. Now the baby's crying, right? The mother's letting it cry. All right, fuck it. All right, okay. So there's some parenting going on here in that teaching your kid that crying doesn't, help them get their own way. You let them fucking cry. All right, fair enough. But also, you're on a goddamn plane. People are miserable anyway. They don't want to be there. They want to be at their destination. No one's just like, fucking love planes. Actually, some people are, aren't they?
Well, hopefully the pilot is, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Difficult one. But then also, you're in the air, and there are no laws in the air. That's famous.
No, that's why they call it airspace. British airspace, American airspace. No,
yeah, well, you have air laws, like...
All right, I'm back.
Don't
okay, news.
hijack the plane. I don't know, man. Shame. Is it bad parenting letting the child cry? Probably not. No, because what? They've just got acquiesced to the child?
No, if you're a parent and you're taking a baby on an airplane, you
just
have
don't do that.
responsibilities to make sure that child is comfortable. You cannot inflict your child on an entire airline because you're fucking lazy.
But what if this this not the kid's uncomfortable? It's just like, I want some candy.
Then you
How old is the child?
Placate that fucking kid while you're on the plane.
Knock him out. Bring down the oxygen thing and just let it get high.
Yeah, I look on
you
an
don't
airplane,
keep NyQuil just in case you come across a loud kid. I do.
A little bit of Benadryl, it's fine.
Yeah. Put the bottle in a sock and hit him with it.
All right, let's keep it moving because I have a couple.
They're not glass anymore. It doesn't work.
I have a couple that I wanted to have like conversations over. Guys, please hit the like button. Please share it out. All that fun stuff. Slabs down below if you want to support. I have not gotten an answer from Night of the Diamond Spoon yet, but we'll just call it the Spoonies. They're the Spoonies.
Americum Awards.
Okay, then you're the Americum Spoonies. And I saw Haley Nicole earlier saying how bad she wanted a Witcher. Of course, I would not complain about one. We are almost 40% to goal of Yeet the Commie Shits. I don't remember why I put that, but I guess it all makes sense. App allows you to report illegals in real time to earn cryptocurrency. How do you feel about this?
Nice.
This
all right.
cyberpunk future, Polly.
I don't like it.
That's an incentive.
I'm having a flashback to a place I worked. It was $50 if you catch a thief, $100 if it's an employee. And I'm like, yo, guys, whoa, hey, we're being pit against each other here.
It's very 1984, isn't it? Fucking
yeah. The real thief is the
Librium.
manager.
You're right, stealing my time. Yeah. I don't know.
That job had a walk-off attrition rate like you wouldn't believe. I have never been anywhere where so many people quit without telling anyone. Just walk the fuck out the door. It was crazy.
Ham and Bean said these broke, thirsty bitches. Well, you know how
thirsty hoes.
You know the deal with them. You know what the deal is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to preload a couple articles here because it's just gonna do that apparently. Yep. Okay. It's doing it all over. Cool.
I'm not going to sit there and stare down fucking customers. I've got a phone to stare at and people to talk to and time to waste. Come on.
My bathroom divorced saved my marriage. My husband is disgusting, but now I have toilet nirvana. Okay, long story short, couple married.
The toilet is a sacred place.
The toilet is the sacred place. The wife says the husband's disgusting. Have you ever been in a public women's toilet for any reason in your life? You know that they are vile creatures who barely count as human beings. So they got separate bathrooms and they are happier. Women's toilets are always much worse than men's.
I thought she actually divorced her husband.
It's a toilet divorce.
Okay,
I'm up to date now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? I get it. She's got a different bathroom, so now
she has hers and his, and they poop separately, and they're much happier.
See, people say that the goal to a happy life is setting a low threshold of success, but I would know it. That's the problem. You've got to be stupid and unaware. You got to be blissfully ignorant, right? If I set a goal of having a fucking toilet to myself, I wouldn't feel like I had one once I got one. I already got one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, my flat is very small. If I were to live with someone else, you'd really have to lean into the idea that you're going to be smelling each other's shit on the daily.
That's what them fans are for.
Yep.
It's only a small fan for a small flat. Oh! God damn!
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Bubble. CTP, thank you for the $2. Polly, CTP. I can't get my shit to unhighlight anymore. You know, you clicked on it in Streamlabs and it would be highlighted and then not, so you could keep track.
I don't do that.
They're all highlit, and that's
highlit.
Yeah, they're all lit up, and there ain't no turning them off, man.
I love how you've got external windows in both toilets as well, but they're on separate walls, which suggests that actually not only have they got separate bathrooms, but they are on opposite ends of the house as well.
And you know what? That's good.
That's great. Yeah, go for it.
You know, a friend of mine told me he's married, right? And he's got 2 kids. Saying, don't agree with this, even if you want to.
Oh.
He's like, I like to keep a really clean bathroom because like that's where I go. It's my place of peace. And I was overcome with sadness and depression. The idea of a grown man having to go to a shitter for a moment's peace. That's sad.
Why dads take so long.
Yeah, I understand it, but I have a whole studio. I can just...
You shit in there?
Yeah, I have a bathroom in here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You think I just went outside? It's just a bathroom like right behind me.
When I used to,
I thought it was a commercial establishment, and there was like one bathroom you guys all had the key to, like strip mall style. You know?
Oh no, I am in an inside. I am inside of a building in a suite with my own bathroom.
Nice, cool.
When I taught acting, we had a room in the main television station building where we did all our teachings, and because it was children, they had to have like a place where the other staff couldn't go. To the bathroom, so they had their own bathrooms. But of course, we're only teaching in the evenings, and I'm working there in the daytime as well. Private bathroom. It was the other side of the building, but it's like you know, if you private, you want to go have a poo, brilliant. Ain't no one going to be walking in there. You get some music going, you got a book, fucking fantastic times. But a clean bathroom is important. I keep my porcelain throne is pristine.
Same. The one at the studio, especially. Spotless.
Yeah. So's mine, but I don't make it a point of pride. What the fuck, guys?
What?
My studio.
The velvet rope
is spotless.
I felt like I just got newspapered on the nose.
Velvet rope.
Scarlett Johannesburg admits that she offends some fans by not wanting to take a picture. Okay.
What?
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, of course not.
Who did you offend working for SodaStream in a disputed area of Israel?
Oh, that's
probably
a real question.
That was a fucking rabbit hole. Did you have any idea that SodaStream was made in a undeclared Palestinian zone of Israel? Like, what the fuck? Really?
I did not. Wow.
Yep, it is. It is. And the UN and UNICEF, and she was a spokesperson for UNICEF. I think it was UNICEF. Was like, we don't deal with they're totally into their divestment of Israel because of they're an apartheid state or whatever. And she's like, guys, it makes water bubbly. I think that's why she signed on. That and the big fat fucking check.
Do you think it was like trying to make a bomb and it went wrong? And they were like, no, hold on a second. We can do something with this.
The Israelis, maybe. The Palestinians, no. They just would have moved on to something else that explodes. I mean, their task is clear.
SodaStream exploded onto the market.
Yeah. I just, of all things, so she had to step down to that charity organization that she was a spokesperson for.
So I'd just say Scarlett Johansson's probably in the wrong line of work if she doesn't want people taking photos of her, though, you know?
How many times would you have to have your ass grabbed before you say fuck that? You tell me.
I would say fuck that. Okay, let's say I am a public figure. I'm famous. I've been in Marvel, whatever. I can't
famous in my mind
to walk my dog without someone going, "Hey, can I get a picture?" and wanting to touch me. No, fuck off. I don't want to take a picture.
Yeah, but you know,
I need to take a shit.
Job,
I'm tired. No, it doesn't.
It does, because you're a public figure, you're famous.
Your personal privacy, that does not, you don't relinquish that with any job you have ever.
You do with this? You do with fame?
You do not give up your bodily autonomy consent for being famous.
I agree.
But you do.
If you spot a famous person, I'm just saying, play it low key. You know, do the thing everyone does. Like, don't mean to bother you, just want to thank you for the entertainment or the sports or whatever, right? And just keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. Let them do their thing.
No,
even if you don't, do you mind if I take a picture with you? You don't just walk up to Scarlett Johansson. Her hair hasn't been washed in 2 days. She's wearing sweatpants 2 sizes too big, and wrap your arms around her and thumbs up for the camera. No, you go, hey, would you mind if I got a picture with you? And if they go, you don't have to. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
A sports celebrity, a politician, movie star, it doesn't matter. People should really fuck off.
Yeah, so you just said should. And I agree that's how it should be, but it isn't.
I hear you, and I don't think it is. I think they got to deal with all kinds of shit. So is it really so weird that she's got this like policy of no dice, bro?
It's not like she's the first person in the world to ever have to deal with that. She knew what she was getting into when she became famous. And look, I completely agree. That is, but people shouldn't rape, but they do.
So just because
so they avoid dark alleys and stone-licking persons. And Scarlett Johansson does not want pictures taken so somebody doesn't grab a,
Yeah, and I agree with that. But you do relinquish that. You shouldn't have to, and it shouldn't be the case, but you do, as shown by this.
I mean, I was surprised that somebody grabbed Taylor Swift's ass. I mean, why would you want to feel up a pelvis bone? And she sued the guy to make a point of it over $1. And he was a radio show host. He got a minor celebrity in his own right in his own city.
Yeah,
and he's just standing there. You'll get a kick out of this. How did he get busted? He was standing in front of a fucking mirror. They both were taking the picture. So there he is on camera in the very picture that he was having taken, grabbing her ass in the mirror.
Should have put a velvet rope around her.
Now, people writ large don't understand the idea, and I don't mean consent like, oh, can I touch your head when you're getting a haircut? I mean consent of physical interaction. Hey, do you mind if I take a picture with you? Hey, do you, like, just stuff like that. People don't understand that. People take liberties and they think, oh, you're famous, you must deal with it all the time. It's okay if I do it. It's not okay.
It's not okay. No, but like people on the whole are assholes. Individuals are pretty cool, but people, like with a capital P, suck.
So what do you I'm not even trying to like stick to you. Just tell me, what do you think that the plan is if you're a celebrity? Just lean in all the way. There's no way you're going to get away without dealing with people in public. So just do it. Is that the
it's just
idea?
what we do. I mean, I don't think there is an answer here. Like, well, just don't be famous is probably ideal. But yeah, refusing to take photos. Okay, yeah, you're perfectly within your rights to do it.
Oh, okay, so we don't have a disagreement here.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm agreeing with you, but the thing is, like, you do relinquish your fucking bodily autonomy because you are going to get groped because you are famous. You do because people do it.
You relinquish your anonymity. Like Valine just said in chat, your anonymity, not your autonomy. Nobody has the right to come up and touch you. Nobody has the right to come
I'm not
up
saying
and
they do.
inflict themselves on you.
I'm not saying people do have the right, but people still do it because they're famous.
Hammond Veen says, don't be famous. I am a building. Anyway.
It shouldn't be the case. No, we're not disagreeing at all, but it does happen.
I'm right and Drunkle's wrong. Disney's latest Snow White trailer hits with negative reviews already as pre-sales begin. They're already saying it's review bombing. The movie looks like it fucking sucks.
How is this not out yet? I heard about this like a decade ago, man.
Snow
I
White.
thought it was out and gone and failed and flopped, and they were on the Cinderella 16 by now. I had no idea.
Fucking actress must be in her 60s by now.
I still can't get over the fact that this is Snow White. Like, this fucking gremlin is Snow White, and Gal Gadot is the evil witch who's jealous of her beauty. The fuck out of here,
say she's
dude.
a gremlin. She's hot. I'd still have a go.
I would not. I don't.
Lies.
I am not interested sexually in Cro-Magnon people.
No, it's just because she's on the screen. If like she was to come up to you in a bar, you'd be like, "What's up?"
No, I wouldn't.
You would, you gay.
No, I would. There is nothing about this woman that screams, "Oh yeah, she's sexy as shit. You should try to bang her." She is like as plain as they come.
I like a bit of plain.
Like, to me, that's a solid 4.
I like a 4's a good number.
I think you're just horny.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd fuck one of the dwarves, man.
All right. So if you had to pick,
Jesus,
probably Sneezy
between plain McBeige or Gal Gadot, who you picking?
I mean, look, it's Wonder Woman all day long, but that's not a fair comparison, is it?
It is. That's the entire premise of the movie.
Well, so you go, would you rather have sex with this 4 out of 10 or Gal Gadot? I don't think that's fair.
It is fair.
like,
that is the premise of the movie. The evil queen.
The premise of the movie is not who I would rather have sex with.
It's the evil queen who's jealous of Snow White's looks.
Would you rather have sex with like fucking Lexi Bell or Kathy Griffin. Like that's not fair.
Okay, but if there was a movie based on the fact that Lexi Bell was jealous of Kathy Griffin's looks, he'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, that premise. Right.
God. Snow off white in the 7 DEI.
Brian Morissette, holy shit. You're starting early tonight, man.
So we need to talk about how you spell hires as well, brother.
Wow.
Boy, 10, weird name, crushed to death when 340-pound foster mom sat on him because he was acting up.
No.
Oh. I thought that was going to... Okay, I knew it was going to end that way because he's dead. You already said so, but
Yeah.
I thought she was like... just didn't know he was down there because of the extreme padding.
When she was babysitting.
Yeah.
It's probably best that he died,
You know
otherwise
what,
he's going to
Trunkle?
grow up with a weird fetish, isn't he?
Drunkle.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just sat on the kid. So we had...
That's rough.
Who was it?
What
The
way to
guy
go.
who shot himself when he threw a shoe at a roach?
Yeah.
How about
What?
this? Dog
Hold on,
shoots
wait.
owner after getting its paw stuck in a trigger guard.
What?
Oh.
Why are dogs constantly shooting their owners, man?
So the guy
Fucking
had
crime wave.
the guy had his gun on the bed, and the pit bull puppy, and you know when they can't bite you, they'll find a way. The pit bull puppy jumped on the bed, and it got caught in the dog wick. Oh, the dog wick would be perfect right now. Oh my god.
Okay, I can see that. Like when dogs get their paw caught in something, they, you know,
just
they start to
shake.
shakes. Yeah. Get off of me. You know, yeah. Like another reason that single double action pistols are a great thing. Come on. No pit bull pup is going to be able to push back a 10-pound double action SIG trigger.
Yeah, it's just shaking its fucking paw around. God, I'm gonna read this article in the hopes that we get a dog wick while I'm reading it. Police say that a man was grazed by a bullet after his dog's paw got stuck in a gun trigger guard, causing the weapon to fire. Officers with the Memphis Police Department responded to an accidental injury at the home of the Fraser neighborhood around 3:50 a.m. So it's like fucking 4 a.m. And this dude's just getting ready to go to bed. You know, he gets off, he takes his shirt off, throws it in the pile, takes his gun out of his holster, tosses it on the bed, takes his pants off, folds them, sets them down, and the dog's like, oh, yeah, dad's home, happy, jumps on the bed, boom.
Yeah.
On scene, the officer spoke with a man who said he was lying on his bed with a female when his dog, a pit bull puppy,
a
pit bull puppy named Oreo, ended up hitting the trigger, according to police. When the gun went off, the victim was grazed by a bullet in his upper right thigh. He was taken to the hospital with non-critical injury. So the dog just jumped on the bed and it got its paw stuck and shot him.
He's still a good boy.
He is still... Yes! This is footage of Oreo. All those guys were just trying to go to bed, and Oreo had something to say about it. Oh. Valine said the fairest of them all means pale in the context of the story. I'm more
right.
Snow White than... Oh, God, I can't read that. I have black hair and all I need is red lipstick. Ooh, that would look good on you, Valine. And Gator Guy said, asked an Asnerd. A-S-N... Or no, I'm sorry. A-N... I could read the misspelling, but I can't spell it. A-S-N-S-N-W-E-R-E-D. Ansonerd. Ansonerd? Thank you, Gator Guy. 2 dog wick. Yeah, this guy got dog wicked.
Yeah.
A Sacramento sheriff deputy lied about being on fentanyl during an overdose. So they found that. Oh, do they have the picture? No, fuck.
So he did OD, but it wasn't on fentanyl?
No, it was fentanyl, but he said it wasn't.
But it was.
Look how they found the dude. He
Ooh,
just
no!
ragdolled in the fucking turlet.
Bro.
I didn't even see it. It was fucking, was it like twice speed or something? Oh, shit. Okay, I see.
Nah.
Whoa. Bent back knees and everything. He went down.
Yeah,
That's some tetanus shit he's doing right there.
He
man.
went limp and
weird.
gravity took over. Look at things all folded up and shit. Jesus.
He ragdolled. Thank you, Gator Guy and Gamer Valine. Gator Valine. So he tried to say it wasn't fentanyl, but the only thing that brought him back was Narcan, so take that for what it's worth. Of course it was in Sacramento. Trans perp pulls gun on street preacher for saying men can't be women. That seems like the reasonable response.
Yeah, what's the problem here?
Well,
it's just
pulling a gun. I mean,
we got dogs pulling guns because they don't like the kind of kibble they're getting. I mean, this is justified, if anything. On a street preacher. Holy shit.
I mean, that's the only justifiable response I can think of.
It's not an overreaction and completely fair.
Ooh, Sir Bomba subscribing at tier 1. Thank you so much.
When words are violence, this is the only way to respond, right?
Well, yeah.
What was responding with the threat of violence, and words are actual violence?
Words are actual violence that
I'm going to grab
calls actual
a drink real quick. Drunkle, you're in charge of this article because it's food related, and that's up your alley.
No,
you don't eat.
Looked like
you just call me fat.
He was soaking fucking
a book.
filter rags or filter things.
God, it's great to have you around, buddy.
I know, man. It's been a long day, man. You have no idea. I didn't even get to tell you guys about the fucking argument with the Chinese communists.
You could just say communists. Michelin chef concocts old book-flavored pudding that sets diners back $360. Would you like a book-flavored pudding? I like the smell.
Yeah, I'm not exactly turned off, but I'm not, salivating or anything.
I like the smell of books. Of old books. I wouldn't be enamored with the taste. I've never been tempted to take a bite.
It's because I like the smell of like musty old libraries. Doesn't mean I want maybe that's one of them tastes that just doesn't go away.
That's the smell of knowledge. That is. I don't want the taste of knowledge.
Once you've eaten all the fancy things and you've made like super cows to make Wagyu beef and whatnot.
Super cows.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, what else is there than to eat non-edible things? Like Goldschlager, for example.
Goldschlager sucks, and we all know it. I
Damn
can't
right.
think of old books without thinking of the Adventure Time episode with the what were they called?
What?
When Finn and Jake were in the library, and Finn was trying to get Jake to come fight the book eaters with the little book soldiers.
Pagelings?
Pagelings, yes. But the guy, he makes it by draining water through books.
No.
Man, if you're not cut, I thought he was mushing up the pulp.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man. This is weak.
And I take away reason.
Anything you run water over becomes that thing, right? I mean, 40K, the drink. I poured it over some fucking minis. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's 40K juice.
You really think
that's how they make prime.
Old books from Harvard is still my favorite smell. I regret nothing. Fuck your lack of reply yesterday. What the fuck? I wasn't online yesterday.
I have one of those Glade plugins for the studio, the air freshener that plugs into the wall. I got a new scent because I've always had cashmere woods. It's like a warm woodsy scent. It's real nice. I got teak and juniper. Dude, I love it.
What has happened to this show?
I
I use
smell
that.
good.
I know what teak wood looks like, and I've worked with it, but what does it smell like?
Teak.
Books. I use
I know how
car
to
air
run
fresheners.
drills and saws. I don't burn the teak when I'm working with it, so
It smells very good.
My living room at the moment smells of new car. I just hang up one of them little trees on the light shade.
When I had my black SUV, Shelly bought me this spray for the car that's supposed to give it constantly the new car smell. That shit smelled amazing.
Yeah, it's a good smell.
Yeah.
So now I got new living room smell.
Doesn't that just smell like the benzene cleaner on all the plastic and artificial carpet and shit?
It smells like new car.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to start seaming through this. I just got a message saying my friend will be here in about 20 minutes.
But your friends are here.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, smash that like button, share it out, all that fun stuff. Streamlabs down below if you want to support. We're over halfway to goal, and Knight of the Diamond Indiana Spoon is about halfway depleted on StreamBoss HP. If you want to overthrow them, you can do that. 24-year-old Mukbang streamer dies due to obesity-related complications.
Eating books?
Eating books, yeah. He choked on a dictionary. Efkin Cutler? Klutler?
Foreign.
E-F-E-C-A-N. Efkin?
Yeah, that's how I would have said it. Efkin, okay.
Foreign.
Hammond Bean said, "Oh, look at me. I have friends." Hammond Bean, you are my friend. What the fuck? Shut up. You're just not here. Okay. K-U-L Coulter? K-U-L-T.
Well, I lost the plot. Did this guy die?
Yeah,
this guy died.
Dead.
Okay. All right.
OD'd on food.
Would binge eat enormous amounts of food. Died on, which is somehow not spaced out. Junkle, do the thing.
What? We don't need editors. It's been a while.
Yeah. Diden, D-I...
Notice it's after AI came in.
That's
you think
true.
anyone's writing these articles anymore? No.
D-I-E-D-O-N, one word. March 7th, after 3 months in the hospital, 24 years old.
Fuck off.
That's fucking humiliating. What a way to go out.
24.
Was it worth it, buddy? Was it worth it?
Right.
He had 156,000 TikTok followers and under 15,000 Instagram. Does it say the weight?
You can quantify pathetic. I never realized.
Ooh, savage. Holy shit.
Look, I don't have that many subscribers, but then again, I'm not literally eating myself to death to do it either. What the fuck?
My deleted YouTube channel. Well, a memory hold, purposely name changed, all that stuff. YouTube channel that had at one point 200-something thousand still has.
Did you know that
old
old episodes of Sinatra Says are on the Internet Archive?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. You're part of the history, man.
I did my best.
Did it,
and I
without
made
eating copious amounts of food.
I made an actual video today, like edited in Vegas video.
Right.
Cue the DuckTales theme. I hate.
Wow.
Woo!
All
right.
That's a callback and a half. They are stupid and they can't do taxes.
Sin's got a... Finally! That means I've not been able to shower all this time, Sin, because I listened to your videos in the shower. Finally, I can bathe.
It was good. Thank you. And you know what? All the comments were like, "We're back. We are so back." And I'm gonna keep making those videos too. Sitting down, but putting it all in the Vegas thing. It felt right.
I still hate that you do that. I do. You record directly into Vegas. That's like, I don't know.
That seems wrong, man.
It's like plugging your clock radio directly into your fuse box. I mean, it works, but what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like boiling a book for the flavor.
You know what? If you do it right, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, it pisses me off. Remember the first video, the first collab we did? You were like, send me your stuff. I'm like, what stuff? Like, we got to be in the same room to record shit. And it's like, I had no idea how efficient video making worked. And you're like, no, man, I just hit record on Vegas. I'm like, you record directly into Vegas? Well, yeah.
That's hard. That is like the content creation equivalent of unprotected sex.
And you know what? I'm a statistical miracle.
I remember asking him clearly, how long does it take from the time you sit down, you know what like your video is going to be about, but you got to record it and everything, to the time when you hit render? It's like half an hour, 45 minutes. I have never made a video in anywhere near that short a time. So,
well,
but for me, it was the whole day.
Well, see, the thing is I expedite it because I like my voice the way it is.
We all like your voice.
I don't need to run it through Audacity and do all this stuff unless I'm making a creepypasta, in which case I'll take out some of the higher stuff and all that. But
you know, like half the assholes online that fucking sound like scratchy voiced fucking munchkins.
Burp talkers.
Why are you calling me out, bro?
What? No, but you don't do that. I mean,
Velvet Rope.
What's the bearded jackass over there on Daily Wire? The self-righteous prick. Well, which one?
Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh. That guy's voice.
I can't fucking stand him either, and I have no idea why.
He loves the idea of having a deep voice. You know why? Because he's a little fucking manlet. That's why he grew the beard, in my opinion. It's all guesswork, but it's like, dude, you grew this big fucking beard because you're a chinless fucking wonder, and you ram the compression up on your mic to make it sound like you've actually got a pair of nuts. Guy drives me crazy, man.
People who have beards are ashamed of their chins.
I have no substantiation for it. There's nothing that makes like any tangible sense. I cannot stand Matt Walsh, and I cannot give you a reason why.
Well, even if you don't like Andrew Klavan, even if you don't agree with his takes, you at least know that there's a mind behind it generating the takes.
I've seen him live. I mean, he's pretty good.
Andrew Klavan, I don't agree with everything he says, but he's a smart man. I'll give him that. And he's got years and years of experience in broadcasting, and it shows on the mic, right?
He's not a dumb dude.
Yeah. Matt Walsh is like, why the fuck did you even hire him? What does he do for you guys? It took him 3 years to come up with What Is a Woman as a theme for a documentary.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Sin has a sexy voice. It's like a sensitive Undoomed. I remember way, way back in the before times, Undoomed and I did a couple collaborations, and all of the comments were like, okay, I'm wet.
Well, good example, like Undoomed voice. Like, yeah, when you're just talking to him in the chat room, like in Discord, yeah, he actually sounds like that. He doesn't
sounds
need
the exact same.
Yeah. When you hit
submarines.
When you hit a plosive, a P or a B or whatever, and it nearly blows out the eardrums of your audience, yeah, you need to turn the compression down a little bit.
Hey,
Knowles
everyone.
is worse than Walsh. I hear you. It's just Walsh. Walsh makes me angry. Knowles just bores me.
Walsh hits that special spot in your lizard brain.
No. Knowles is just too poncy for me. He's too Ivy League, and, you know.
He seems like the bad guy in every Hallmark movie.
What? He's the guy who stole the Christmas shoes?
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Dude, he's like, we can't go celebrate Christmas. We have work to do.
I mean, I was watching, it was when Daily Wire was doing something recently. It wasn't the election. It was just before that. Anyway, I caught Knowles and I hadn't in like years, and he was telling how his wife makes him some kind of waffle every day, and it's always a little bit different. She's always mixing different batters. I'm like, you make your wife cook you different in-house creative waffles every day? Because he wants like the traditional housewife and 4 kids. And it's like, yeah, all your kids are going to grow up to, despise you, sir.
Everything that you're doing.
Yeah. You got the house buttoned down so fucking tight that no one can breathe. That's great. Good thinking.
Sin, can you say, hey, asshole, fucking asshole? There.
It was moron.
It was moron. You're right. Fucking moron. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever met somebody who watched, it might have been Shelly, it might have been somebody else who watched my YouTube. And they're like, oh, you actually sound like that. I thought it was a fake voice. I'm like, why would you think that? What made you think it was a fake voice?
You know, like, because I didn't used to sound like this.
No, you used to sound like a normal human.
I got that wood alcohol in me. I was desperate, so I drank it.
It's teak flavored. I did like the drunkle has wormed its way into my everyday life.
Yeah.
I'd be like, go to the bar and I'd be like, can I have a pint of Doom Bar, please? Oh, Doom Bar's off. What do you mean it's off?
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
Nice timing. Yeah, absolutely. Kimberly, thank you for the 450 of the books and scripts and spit that shit out. Thanks. I know my balls are bigger than Walsh's. I'm glad somebody finally confirmed the balls to voice ratio. Yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot. I have fucking pretty big balls.
Well, I remember when I was watching, because he bugged me, and, you know, most people, like, they're not really watching Daily Wire shit, or they used to, and then kind of moved off. They might watch Little Shapiro, and that's about it. I'm watching a Razorfist video like 3 months ago, and he goes off on this mini rant for like 2 minutes about how much he hates Walsh, what a jackass he thinks he is. And I'm like, thank you. Oh man, that's satisfying. It's like just getting you know, can't quite reach that itch on your back, and you get it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, it's not just me. Someone else gets irritated by this fucking guy. Thank you.
And that's the thing, is Shelly will watch his videos, and I'm like, can you put on literally anything else? And again, it's just me, but Tatum. I cannot stand Tatum.
Tatum?
Yeah, Officer Tatum.
Oh, right. Yeah. You know what? I used to like him because he was fast talking, and he seemed to have the right opinions. But then 2 weeks in, I unsubscribed. I was only sub for 2 weeks because that's how long it took to wear off and realize how kind of thin his material really was. And
Not only is it thin, but he defended the Uvalde cops, and it wasn't just that. Shelly was listening to him the other day. I'm like, how can you stand to listen to this dude? And she goes, well, it's current news and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, that's fair. And I'm like getting dressed. And he meant to say children. But 3 times in a row, he's like, the child's is. I'm like, are you fucking joking?
Children's.
Children's. That's what it was. The children's. Yeah. It's like there was multiple children's out there. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's the guy you want promoting for you. You don't want to listen to him promote himself. You know what I mean? He is a fast talker and a big mouth. And it's like, that's exactly why he wore thin for me, though, man. It was just.
But that's the thing, is it hits the current news, the right now, and that's what people want.
Well, I hear, because Shelly's like, okay, well, there's current stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but there's an entire constellation of ecosystems of everyone repeating the same individual news stories. You know what I mean? You don't need to go with Tatum. That's the beauty of it. He's lifting his material off of everyone else. Guy watches Dave Rubin in the morning and makes a show.
I just keep tripping these cops' cocks, keep getting in my mouth from Officer Tatum.
That's what fucking bugs me. This is how you get Atheism Plus. Remember Atheism Plus?
Wasn't that Sargon and Thunderfoot and those cats?
Well, like, they were all atheists back in the day, and then what's his name? Steve Shives. Holy shit, that's been a while since I've heard that guy's name.
Oh, there's
him and his
butthole
wife, and all their feminist friends are like, well, we're atheists too. We want to include feminist values and progressive values in atheism, because it's all they're all concentric circles with each other. As soon as you no longer believe in these traditional values, you believe in progress and you believe in women's rights and so on. It's like, okay, whatever, bro. That's people. I know there's a bunch of people online I've seen do that, where they're like, oh, I'm a America First MAGA supporter. And they managed to smuggle in whatever other pet topics they have. For Tatum, it's sucking cops' balls and his own personal one-man brand of Christianity. The guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to cops, when it comes to politics, or it comes to, church history, religion of any kind. And yet, this is a guy who goes off to fucking Israel, comes back with fucking Hebrew tatted up and down his arms. What a jackass.
Hey, cutie, want some candy? I'm just kidding. Get in the car.
I love that everyone in the chat, Steel Fang, Ham and Beans, Wet Lips, Pussy Lips, Steve Shives. Yeah.
That guy was, in the end, he was the victim, man. Remember wife when everyone met her, and it turned out she
Yeah.
was like this domineering Vader-like character.
Yeah,
Crazy.
she was Vader.
Yeah. Like people were afraid bitch is going to reach out from across the room and choke him. You know,
But you know, I
Kimberly, thank you for the 913. I hate Andrew Tate's voice. His message could be anything. That fucking made up accent makes him entirely punchable. His face just confirms the punch.
I don't.
Do you hear that, Drunkle?
I hate Andrew Tate too. That dude, he itches every primordial warning bell in my lizard brain that exists.
He's ultra fraud. The whole Matrix thing is so weak. Everything he says is so weak, and I can't. It's something about that accent and the way he says Bugatti, and of course he's got to say it over and over and over again because he's so proud of his
British.
McLaren, his Bugatti. Yeah,
he's British, but he tries to talk with the Hillary Clinton, the non-regional dialect.
Mm.
He tries to do that, but he's British, so you could hear the the glottal stop and everything.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
linguistically, a glottal stop. Yeah,
it's when you just do the thing over T's and those types of words. Zero the Zero said, does this count as a Big Wick energy? No. Sorry, the Big Wick energy is the 90 and the 9001. But thank you for the Dog Wick. I mean, Dog Wick is great. It's a shame Thunderfoot lost his mind. I used to like his videos. The people with Elon derangement syndrome, I like their opinions on Elon. I try to ignore writ large. Because a couple of years ago, Elon has not changed at all. But they were all about if you take a step back, you think about it. Elon is 2 steps removed. What did Razorfist say from a Reddit or Redditor?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. And EVs, all that stuff. He was well in there. But everything changed, and then everyone's like, well, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. And fine.
It's pretty understandable. It's not like you have to know the guy or know his life to understand what happened. He talks about it, and it's exactly what happened with Trump and lots of other people as well. Trump's a New York Democrat. Why? Because Democrats run New York, and that's where he was. And that's access politics, baby. Like, you know, you want the people that are running the city to be able to do you favors, and you're not going to get screwed over. And you've got friends when it comes down to needing it for permits and to put pressure on different people.
When you're done taking a shit, tell your kids to go brush their teeth. Be a man.
I don't know if you heard, my friend just walked in and yelled titties, went in the bathroom, and then Valine's, when you're done taking a shit. Go ahead. Sorry. I'll grab that in a second.
That was, people are like, oh, well, Elon was a Democrat. I'm like, in as much as, yeah, the circles he was moving in, they were all a bunch of Democrats.
Yeah.
And things started to worry him slowly over time, like transing the kids. And he lists off all the things that flipped a bunch of people. There's a reason that parties move or voting habits moved right, because the Democrats started having a weird platform and turns people off, including him. It's no more complicated than that.
That's my favorite argument over the past few years is I don't think the Overton window, or I don't think people politically have moved very much from the positions they've had. I think the Overton window has shifted so far in one direction that everyone has to move with it. But it's unbelievably far how far it's gone.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get a move on. I couldn't make it to Hagerstown. Can you get me one? Chorus if it's in there. In an hour, Steve. No, Valine, I can't read that. A chorus, please, or Headhunter at the bottom is fine. We're gonna skip a lot of this shit.
Jeff Holiday, nice misfit.
Jeff Holiday. This is why it's called a questionable headline. A high school runner who's accused of attacking another runner in the head with a baton says it was an accident and wants people to think about her feelings. So I called it a questionable race. Does this look like an accident at all to you?
I has feelings. So
I saw the video, man,
you're
in detail,
physically hurt, but you're not thinking.
Oh.
Does it look like an accident at all?
Not thinking.
No.
Yeah. You know what her claim was? And it's so bad because what she described is not what you see in the video. We got close. They crossed into my lane, really aggressive turn, and she started pushing, and my arms slid up her back. And when I pumped my arms again to keep running, the baton came down on her head. It's like, but that's not what you see in the video at all. What the hell?
Fucking brought that shit down across her head.
It's like, and she didn't crack the person's skull, but that person like ran off and like a little bit of blood and so on. Have you ever held one of those batons?
Yeah,
it's a hollow tube,
heavy,
man. It's a hollow tube. You crank somebody with hard enough with that, with your little pipe cleaner arms to, wow.
Your pipe cleaner arm. I've been sitting here playing with a baton I 3D printed the whole show. If I whack somebody about the head with this and fuck someone up. All right, palate cleansers. Then we're out of here. Imagine you're crying and then your animal starts doing parkour on your head. That's Russian or something. Not sure exactly.
What is that?
Speaking. It's bitch is a monkey.
Oh, is that a sugar glider? What is a meerkat?
No, it's she's crying her eyes out, and the monkey's like parkour.
Monkey, Your Honor.
Parkour.
Just try to cheer her up.
Parkour. I love a good. Everyone in the chat, Valine, Zach, parkour. And I got one more, Drunkle, specifically for you, buddy.
Oh, for God's sake!
What? Oh, no, you gotta refresh it, I guess. Oh, we got the loads. How are you guys doing tonight? You all right?
There was.
You were past tense.
Is this another request for some mushy peas? What's going on?
Well, it would be if we could get the loading screen. Oh, here we go.
Hey, babe, I'm home from work.
Hey, baby, I got us a pizza. It's on the counter. I thought I'd try that new pizza place down the street who also puts fucking beans on top of everything that we fucking...
Hey, babe.
Drunkle?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
So ordained for other MPs, I'll have me a big bowl, please.
Okay. That's it. We skipped a whole bunch of shit. The only
we
one I
couldn't
wanted...
skip that.
The only one I really wanted to get to was 5 Tennessee men accused of blocking traffic while twerking.
Some of them, you're looking at them going, yeah, I get it.
The one on the right looks like the kid from That's So Raven. Orlando Brown was his name. Anyway, you guys have anything you want to show?
I don't understand. Like what? What do you mean they were twerking?
Tupac. You have anything you want to show before we get out of here?
Tomorrow. Well, I should actually. Well, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's Super Saturday, and that's the whole day, so maybe not tomorrow, but certainly on Sunday. Come and jack it with your drunken uncle over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays.
Do you have a link?
Yeah, put it in there, but I'm signed in as the archive account for some reason.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Polly, are you doing a Noir?
I am doing a Noir bar tonight. It's going to be a good time.
Are you actually going to do it, or are you going to leave it up for a week?
Yeah, we know. We did it last week. We're back. The little rusty. I'm not going to lie. I forgot where some of the buttons go and what some of the buttons do when you press them, and damn near stop my own stream in the middle of it. It's a use it or lose it skill, I've found out, especially when you've been drinking.
It is not like riding a bike. It does not come back naturally.
No. So, yeah, no, we'll be doing it tonight, and yeah, we're going to get to a whole bunch of the content. We got a stack of fucking Zillows stacked up, and we will be doing Yoko Ono's art. Damn it.
Yes. The yolk. Please tell me you have the Chuck Berry segment on there.
No. What?
Have
Oh,
you
got
seen
it. You got it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I've
God,
seen
hold
it.
Yeah,
on.
I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I'll fucking look it up and throw it in.
So you
It's,
know who
Chuck Berry and John Lennon.
You know who Chuck Berry? Like clearly.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, gotcha.
All right, we're gonna watch the video on our way out here because this is fucking iconic. So Chuck Berry is doing like the first ever live rock show on television, and he's doing it with John Lennon.
It was one of the most popular and acclaimed shows of its time.
was a
Its
Michael Douglas
co-host
show.
format was unique and gave fans an opportunity to look at their favorite musicians in a different light. In 1972, John Lennon and Yoko Ono were the ones tasked with the hosting, using the opportunity to promote their political agenda while collaborating with some of their favorite artists. And by far, the most popular moment was their disastrous performance with Chuck Berry. Being one of John's biggest influences, you can tell that he was extremely happy to be there. Chuck also seemed to be having fun, at least until Yoko decided to take the microphone and do this. Although her avant-garde work
see
is further
Mary's face when she starts doing it.
His face just lit up.
no one was expecting her to.
Can I pull it back to that?
Communist yodel.
Lights
Wow.
up. It's like this is Chuck Berry, like the best of the best.
Magnetic personality on stage. The guy's effortlessly entertaining and charismatic, and he's got the fucking communist yodeler behind him. What the hell?
Communist yodeler. I think that's where we can go out, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're at the Noir Bar later, and I will see you Sunday for the Sunday stream.
12:30 a.m. Eastern. Whoa.
Thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for an incredible stream tonight. We got 60% to go with Night of the Diamond Spoon carrying us over to Monday. Guys, thank you so much, and we will see you all in the next one.
Later's all.
Drunkle, say bye.
No.
Bye.
That was not me.